the extra function. So this will be CSCTX is going to be CTX. We're going to have seen is going to be true. We're going to have locked be false. And then we have our CS name is going to be equal to name. Cutscene data. Otherwise, we want to know if there's anything else here. So if data seen is equal to false, data seen equals true, modified equals true. If data locked equals true, data locked equals false, modified equals true. If the data CS name does not equal name, then data CS name is name and modified is true. And then if we're modified, then we'll queue up that save. So the next thing that we want to do is we need to I could also have some caches here for T-maps. Might be a good idea. Yeah, I probably should have T-map caches. Alright. Let's just do it. Let's just get it written. Because I'm thinking about basically where I need to access all this data, and I need to access it all over the place, so I should just cache it. Save the cutscene context. Alright, so we'll rebuild the cutscene cache and do all this stuff. Otherwise, we need to go through our mission data. Alright, so we'll call rebuild on the caches. Okay, so we will call rebuild cutscene cache, and we'll also rebuild mission cache down here. Yeah, we don't need this here. Alright, so that should rebuild all of our caches and do everything else like that properly. So we're just going through and we're clearing our caches whenever we clear our data, because our caches are just pointers to data. So if we clear our information but we do not clear our cache, we are pointing at bad data. Excellent. So it looks like we will have good data now. They're always adding stuff on the end, so it'll be good. Excellent. So we can now add our other static functions, which is cutscene locked by name. And what is mission completed? And I guess the other one is get mission stats. So let's do a bool reference out completed. Let's do a EBS completion tier reference out tier. Let's do a float reference best stats and float reference best duration. I guess the other one would be has seen cutscene. That makes logical sense, but whatever. Since we already know that they're the same value. Alright, so has seen cutscene. We want to get cutscene pointer by name. No. Has seen cutscene is different than is cutscene locked. No, that's fine. Has seen cutscene is by name, so we need to grab our stuff. So if has seen cutscene, if this is there, we're going to return false. Otherwise, we want our unlocked cutscene cache dot what contains name. Then we return true. Has seen cutscene, and this should be by context, not by name. Alright, that's the difference. So it's going to be cutscene cache scene. Alright, so is mission completed? Otherwise, we're going to call our mission cache. We need the name of the mission here. So it'll be mission cache subname dot what completed. And then we'll need our get mission stats. Okay, I need to add the name to this guy. Where are my enums? Completion tier, none, yeah. Alright, that's all of the functions I believe that we need, so let's make sure that all compiles. Alright, so we have all the basic stuff that we'll need. The next thing we need to do is that transformation util stuff, I believe, is where we check for information that I can actually shove into the UI. Maybe not. Maybe not. Maybe it's in game data. No, it's going to be inside of those game utils. Hello, Shaitan 337. What's the difference between using, I'm guessing you're saying the period and the arrow. The arrow dereferences the pointer and accesses the data behind it. It's shorthand for basically star dot on it, so it basically means to do, because if you have a pointer, so basically if you do, so if I was going to like print, you know, number, that's going to be 5. If I'm going to print data pointer, you know, that's going to be like 0x, you know, some memory address. If I want to print star data pointer, that's going to be 5. But if I had something that was a member of a class, so if it's instead of an integer, if it's like my class foo, and you know, if I do that, so you know, you'd assume like if there was some sort of marshaller, this would you know, this isn't going to work. But if we print star data pointer dot number, this will be 5 and that sort of thing. So it's really just shorthand for, whoops, it's shorthand for this syntax with the pointer using a little arrow. Because it's kind of annoying to have to do star and then type something and then remember whatever. So that's kind of why the shorthand for the arrow exists. At least I'm pretty sure that's why it exists. So anyway, I mean, that should... It's a pretty standard crash course in numbers and pointer stuff there, I think. So I hope that made sense. And if it didn't, you can just blame me. Yeah, they're all the same thing. Basically, take this memory address, load that memory address into memory, and then access this offset inside of it. So it's all the same stuff. So there's no like performance implications of, oh, I use the arrow so it's faster. Be like, nah, it's doing the same thing. It's just a typing thing. And sometimes it can be more obvious what you mean if you're using the arrow, I think. Such as, you know, like it's kind of like, well, which thing's getting dereferenced here? Like it can be kind of annoying with figuring out the order of operations. So it can keep things much clearer if it's just, arrow, arrow, or whatever, what the hell is actually going on. So it should be doing the same thing under the hood, though. It's just the memories, just the memories. All right. So I'm working on this. I need, what call am I making in order to get the mission information? And it's basically where I'm throwing those events that the mission data's changed. So it's like get mission. Yeah, get mission data is just get mission manager, and we'll get the missions out of the get missions ref. Get current mission, get current stage, get current cutscene. So it's in our mission manager when we load stuff up. What's our event look like for actually fetching this information? Current scene, game cutscene updated, stage stats, mission stats. Trying to think of the right way to load this in, because we may not have our data loaded yet for our stuff. Well, we should actually. Alright, so mission manager, let's implement these guys. I'm starting to run out of gas in terms of brain power too, because I've been streaming for 7.5 hours. What is this mission map? Alright, we're just adding pointers to all this stuff, so we're loading our missions. Yeah, the whole concept of pointers and memory and everything like that is something that can be difficult for people to. That was one of the things in college, I think, that people would say, and I think it's true, is basically you get pointers or you don't. I'm basically just looking over all this stuff. And seeing if there's anything I need to actually implement. And it looks like we're basically loading in all the missions at the start of this entire thing. And if we grab all of our data in here and do this. So the question is, where is load local missions called? Alright, so load local missions is all this stuff. So let's open up this manager and start messing with it. Good luck, thanks for your help. Yeah. Have a good one, man. So let's grab our missions. And pretty much what I want to do is I want to set I'm going to clear completion data on all the missions. So mission, what is this? Adding missions to okay, this is just adding everything to this missions list. Alright, so we got this reload profile data is what we're going to call, which is actually going to go through and make sure everything works. Alright, this isn't going to get called very often, so it's not a big deal. So we need to go to Dashkin game data. We need to go to what, F mission. So we'll have void so we'll have clear and load profile data for the mission. All right. And we need to go to missions here. We need to go to current mission. Because these are all pointers, mission man, current mission, they're all going to be pointing to the same actual data structure. So we don't have to do anything. It should just work. Okay, our profile data stuff. So we have our game data here. So if we need to clear our profile stats, what does that mean? It means we have to clear our cutscene completion when we also need to clear our other stuff. So let me see. Where is this? This is mission completion. So we need our mission. Mission completion. Okay, so let's get it all set up here. So stage completion doesn't matter, but we do need to go through all the stages. And we need to go through the game stage. I think the cutscene completion is what we care about. Why are these getting angry? Sending a file to render. Oh no. It's gonna take 40 million years, right? Or is it actually gonna work this time? Yeah, this will take a while. Yeah, it's one of those things where you're just like, yep, time to go to lunch, though you already went, so that's just how it is. Okay, so we need to get our reload profile data, profile manager. Alright, so we got that. The next thing that we need to do here is we've got clear, but we need to have a load. So we need the profile manager. Got to rest out of time. 1.5 hours is enough. Yeah. Alright. So profile manager, basically what we need is the so has seen cutscene is going to be this guy. So scene intro and scene exit. Okay, we want is mission completed. We need get mission stats. So the mission stats are going to be these four. So what we'll be doing is Dashkin profile manager, get mission stats, and that's going to be the name of the mission. So mission.name, and then completed. We don't have locked. We have best stat. Yeah, it's tier, stat, and then duration. Okay, so that'll load all that in. Locked, it needs to be true. So we'll set locked to true, and then we'll do void udashkin mission load locked status. And we need to go through every stage here inside of this guy, and scene intro, scene exit needs to be Is it going to be the mission name, the stage name, or the stage index? I think we should do the stage index. Alright, see you when you're returned. Alright, so to load our locked status, what we need to do is go through our locks. So you want to go through our stuff here, which is going to be for const f mission unlock and unlock in mission dot unlocked by. So the first thing we're going to do is basically set locked to false. Let's also call load locked status from inside of our mission man. Load profile. No, load profile data on every mission, and then we need to iterate over them again. Call. Alright, so we need to call load lock status on it as well. Clear mission profile data. That'll load the local missions. We have no profile data as of yet, so clear it all out. So that's what that'll do. I guess what I should do is maybe I should just call reload profile data right here, and what that's going to do is it should do what it's supposed to and pick up, nothing, because it'll do a whole bunch of null pointers stuff and lots of whatever, and it'll just come out the other side with everything's locked. Alright, select is false, and we're going to go through all the unlocked bys. No, never unlocked. I need an always unlocked? Yep, it's true. I need an always unlocked. So let's go to it. Alright, so basically if mission completion always unlocked, then locked is false and return. Otherwise, go through and set locked to true and we'll set it to false if we can get through all the unlocked bys. If always unlocked, do this. Else if, I guess we should start with the never unlocked. Okay. So we want to know if we have finished it. I need to get the completion for everything. So we're going to need the profile manager, get mission stats. And we're going to get it by the unlock name. So unlock mission name. And we are going to need all the information. So mission name, completed, tier, best stat, and best duration. That'll get all filled out for us. Alright, so if completed is equal to false, then return. So we're locked. Otherwise, we want to know if the tier is less than or equal to, if the tier is greater than, let's see, it's going to be, if the current tier is less than the unlocked tier. So if we have none and we're supposed to have silver, if we have silver, it's not going to be less than silver. Alright, so what is this bitching about? Tier is undefined. It's totally defined. Alright, so always unlocked needs to be implemented, so we need to go to our so we need always unlocked there. And if we go to our editor, I believe we also need to mess with that. There's no never unlocked here? Mission cannot unlock itself. Mission was to have a valid thumbnail. Couldn't find mission to unlock mission. Alright, so we're going to check if mission.always unlocked, continue. If mission.always locked, continue. Otherwise, we'll do this. So couldn't find mission in the mission name. So if mission.unlocked by number is equal to 0, then we'll add our errors. So mission must be unlocked somehow. Set always unlocked, always locked, or add missions which unlock this mission. Alright, cool. So I need to regenerate. And I think I'm at the point where, like this, I need to implement the blueprint methods for reporting that we have actually unlocked something. And after that, persistence is done. So closing in. Also out of energy drink. And I'm out of water, so I'll be right back. I forgot my freaking water.